Hey, what's up, guys? Tony here, and you're watching some MLB 14 Road to the Show with Scott McLean. So Scott has made a return to the show series again, decided not to create a new character. And if you chimed in on the stream, this is just a continuation of obviously, of the career that I left off. But what I want to talk about is a lot of people have been asking me, how do you like it? Because in my last video, I talked about how I was debating on whether or not I'd pick it up for the PS3 or the PS4, wait for the PS4 version. Well, after doing the video and sort of doing my research, I noticed that according to the MLB, the show's website, you can take your data from the PS3 version and then go ahead and transfer it over to the PS4. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to start on the PS3, and then I'm going to transition to the PlayStation 4 next month. And so I decided to stream on Tuesday, and it was actually phenomenal. I had a lot of people show up. So if you're watching this video and you're in the stream, I really appreciate it, because usually my streams consist of about 9 people. And at one point I had someone told me I had 41 viewers, and I was floored. It was phenomenal. It was awesome. I've never had that many people watch a stream of mine. So I'm pretty humbled by that. That was pretty cool. But the question that kept coming up is, how do you like the game? And they made some interesting changes to the show, which I like. The biggest change that I do, well, there's some changes that you'll notice right away. The camera in which you hit from is a little different. It's a little lower. It's a little wider than I'm used to, and it takes a little getting used to be honest. But I actually really do enjoy it. It allows you, from my perspective, it allows you to see pitches a little bit better. I have an easier time seeing if the pitch is going to be inside, is going to be outside, out of the hand of the pitcher. You get an earlier indication that it's going to be a ball or it's going to be a strike, and you can see low pitches a lot better. The only difficulty that I find with it is that high pitches, sometimes they look like they're going to be a little too high, but they end up clipping the top of the strike zone, so you don't really get a back of an idea, but it's not that bad. I'm making it out to sound like it's kind of bad, but I like the new hitting view. Like I said, I think it's just a little easier to read pitches, for me at least. So if you might not like it, but I do. But the biggest change, and this is going to pretty much be the topic of this commentary, the biggest change for me, which is obviously noticeable change, is the player showcases, which, if you've done your research, you've been watching videos about the show, they've been talking about it. And so to be honest with you guys, I really avoid seeing all information about games for the most part. I don't want to learn everything about the game before I get the game. I want to be able to learn the game as I get it. There's something about that learning experience when you first pop the disc in, and you're just kind of like, oh, okay, so what's new? I want to see what's new. So I don't want to know what's all new before I even get the game. So while I was playing and while I was streaming, I was learning about the game. And so for me, the created character is pretty cool, because before the Road to the Show, you would just create your character, you'd give it the available attributes that you want, and then that was kind of before, and then it was 2013, maybe it was 2012. I know for 13 they had the attribute. Do you want to be faster, or do you want to have more power? Do you want to have more contact, or do you want to have better fielding attributes? There was a slider you could pick. And then so now for this year, they've given you the 5 tools, and they give you 5 basically performance, how much points do you want to put into those 5 tools. So you got contact, power, fielding, running, and why am I blanking on this right now? But anyway, so you get your 5 tools, and you put those attributes into those. They're just 5 little blocks. That's kind of what it amounts to. Out of 5, you can put a maximum of 5. So contact, power, like I said. So you guys have contact, power, fielding, running, and I think arm strength. Yeah. So anyways, you put that in there. You can make your character really balanced, or you can make him a really powerful hitting player, or maybe just a good contact, or a speedy player. So you can do it that way. Or you could pick a player, a real life player, and model your character completely after them. And what it'll do is the character will assume that person's, not their identity, but it'll assume their physical appearance, and it'll assume their attributes as like an MLB rookie. So like, I don't know, you could do like a Chase Headley or something, and you would have the attributes of Chase Headley. You'd initially have to look at Chase Headley, but when you get deeper into the create a character, you create a name, you can change everything about it. So you could have the attributes of Chase Headley, and not look anything like him. And so it goes all the way to the details, like the things they wear and how they wear, say sunglasses on their hat or eye black or wristbands, all those that are associated, all those sort of like cosmetic things that are associated with the player are popped into your character if you do that. Now, I didn't do that because I just decided to create my own character and to sort of go that way. I might do that again. I might create another character just to see what it's like, just to get the experience of it. But this particular character is just a regular old create a character, road to the show. And the other aspect of the road to the show, which is really cool and really innovative, because before you would just create a character, you'd put your attributes in that you wanted, and then you would get drafted. Well, now what they do is you go into and you play in this player showcase, and you get to select your region too. That's really cool. I like that a lot. I like the idea that you could have like pride in your area. So me being from California, I picked the West. So they've got the West, the Central, the East, and International. And so you square off against each one of those sections, and you play the best of three. And however you play, like how you play in those three games determines how high your draft order is. So the first time through, I was like a third round draft pick. And so basically you play your 3 games, and then the draft starts as a live draft. So it's really cool because the draft starts and you hear names being called, and the longer it goes, you're just kind of like, when is my name going to be called? Like I want to hear my name called. You get to that point. So your name gets called, you get drafted by a team, and then you get the option of either signing with a team as an 18-year-old, or you could go to college for 1 or 2 years of junior college, or do like a 3 or 4 year university. So you can do up to 4 years of college. And with each year that you go to college, you get 150 performance points to plug into your character. So basically, by going to college, you allow yourself to get better. And so the consequence, though, is it's like, well, you're taking 4 years away from your overall playing time. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I think the show only lets you do like 20 seasons. And I've never even come close to that. I think the most I've ever done is like 5 or 6 seasons in one particular game. But usually I only do a couple, like 2 or 3 at most. I never even come close to that. So for me, I was like, you know what? I did 1 year of junior college because that's what the stream was like. Do 1 year junior college. People were voting on it in the stream. So I was like, okay, I'll do 1 year of junior college. And I did the showcase again. And so, which was great because my showcase, I played a lot better. I was able to pump in performance points into contact, into power, maybe a few into speed. And I just made the player a little bit better. So the second time through, I played really well. And then my draft order I was a second round draft pick, and I can't remember what overall draft pick I was, but it was a second rounder, and it was cool to see you to change. Like you'd go from, like a third or fourth rounder, and then you play again, and suddenly you're a second rounder, and you're like, oh, cool. You're not first round, and it sucks. I didn't play well enough to get in the first round, but still, it was really exciting. So I really do enjoy this new road to the show, the way they're starting it out, and it's really cool. And I'll talk about like how you stack up in within the organization probably in the next video, but I just want to talk about the player showcase in this video. So let me know if you guys picked up the game. Let me know how you're enjoying it and how you enjoy the changes to the show. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for subscribing. I shall talk to you guys later.